guys, thanks for watching. Today I have another What I'm Watching on Netflix for you. Alright, so our first movie is going to be The World We Make. This movie is going to star Caleb Castell from Run the Race. Now, while researching this actor, I did see in his bio that he is a former Alabama football player. So, roll tide. Rose Reed and Gregory Allen Williams from Remember the Titans. So this movie starts out with a high school senior not really sure what she wants out of life, what she wants to do after graduating high school. So she makes a plan to go horseback riding across the country with her brother. Now, unfortunately, the brother does have an accident and this cross-country trip with him is no longer a feasible option. So she kind of gives up on that for a while. And in the midst of this, she starts a relationship with her brother's best friend, who is also getting ready to leave for college on a football scholarship. Now, as this relationship begins to develop, everyone in this movie has an opinion about it and feels the need to express that opinion because their relationship is interracial. As they continue to grow closer, he is attacked and she tries to help him rehab a little bit before he has to go away to college by using training with horses as a form of rehab. Now, this story is kind of a coming-of-age, growing, learning from mistakes kind of movie, and by the end, the boyfriend is taking the brother's place in doing this cross-country horseback riding trip with her, and so by the end of the movie, you do have closure. Our second movie is going to be The Lighthouse of Wales. Now, this movie is going to star Maribel Verdú, Joaquin Repellini, and Joaquin Farrell. I'm sorry if I got any of those names wrong. I do apologize. Now, this story, a few things you need to know. 1, it is based on a true story. 2, it is in Spanish, but there are English subtitles so you can read along as you're watching. Now, this movie starts off with our male lead, Belto, who is a park ranger kind of overseeing whales on this preserve. Now, he comes home one day to see this lady and her son who are just hanging around on his front porch. Now, he is in a very isolated area, so he doesn't really have neighbors anywhere. So coming home and seeing this lady and her son is kind of alarming. As she begins to talk, which her name is Lola and her son's name is Tristan, we find out that her son is very autistic and doesn't communicate very well with anyone. But the one time he expressed any kind of happiness is when he saw these whales and Belto on the TV. Now, she brings her son to this preserve to try and help him kind of cope and come out of his shell a little bit and see if he will respond by seeing these whales alive and in person. Now, of course, our male lead, Belto, is reluctant to this because whales are a wild animal. He doesn't really want to get involved in this, but eventually he does agree. Now, being that he is a park ranger, his superiors do find out about this and quickly shut this idea down. As this movie develops, not only does Tristan come out of his shell and start to become more social, but his mother also has a life-changing event as well as our male lead. It kind of has a domino effect where she thought she was going to bring her son to have him kind of come out and change for the better, when this event actually changes everyone involved. This was a great movie. I love how movies show that animals can help us sometimes when we aren't able to cope on our own. And our final show in this episode is going to be the show Dance Academy. Now, of course, I am behind and not aware of many shows until they've completely gone off the air, and this is the case in this one. Now, from what I was researching, this show did become very popular. And let's go ahead and talk about some of the characters. There is going to be an ensemble cast in this one, but there are a few that you may recognize. Dina Kaplan from Honey 3, Jordan Rodriguez from The Fosters, and Tim Pocock from Wolverine Origin. Alright, so this show is going to be about an ensemble cast of young adults getting into their first year of the Ballet Academy in Australia. Alright, while our characters are going through normal teenage adolescent changes and developments, they're also having to deal with the reality of working toward their dream and the fact that they may not come true. Now, this show will suck you in. It sucked me in. Each episode is under 30 minutes, so it's a great binging series. You just want to sit down, watch it, and keep going. Now, at the end of season 2, be ready. They are going to throw a bombshell of a curveball at you, and it is going to shake you. As I said, this is a series. Netflix is only streaming season 1. There are 3 seasons, but if you go to YouTube, at least when I was watching this, you could watch seasons 2 and 3, and then there is a movie which is on Netflix. Spoiler alert, do not try and watch the movie the way I did before watching the series. It will give away a crucial part of the show. Alright guys, so that is it for this episode of what I'm watching on Netflix. Feel free to let me know if you watch any of these recommendations, or if you've already seen them, let me know what you thought. Come find me on social media, leave me a comment, like this video if you want to see more, and I will see you next time. Bye.